Science is organized knowledge. Wisdom is organized life. We are not rich by what we possess, but by what we can do without. He who is cruel to animals becomes hard also in his dealings with men. We can judge the heart of a man by his treatment of animals. Act only according to that maxim, whereby you can at the same time will that it should become a universal law. Enlightenment is man's emergence from his self-imposed immaturity. Thoughts without content are empty. Intuitions without concepts are blind. Experience without theory is blind, but theory without experience is mere intellectual play. Out of the crooked timber of humanity, no straight thing was ever made. It is not God's will merely that we should be happy, but that we should make ourselves happy. Morality is not properly the doctrine of how we may make ourselves happy, but how we may make ourselves worthy of happiness. Two things fill the mind with ever new and increasing admiration and awe: the starry heavens above me and the moral law within me. In law, a man is guilty when he violates the rights of others. In ethics, he is guilty if he only thinks of doing so. Haste is the enemy of perfection. Have the courage to use your own reason. That is the motto of enlightenment. Immaturity is the incapacity to use one's intelligence without the guidance of another. Happiness is not an ideal of reason, but of imagination. All our knowledge begins with the senses, proceeds then to the understanding, and ends with reason. There is nothing higher than reason. The death penalty is a war of a whole nation against a citizen, whose destruction they consider as necessary or useful to the general good. Freedom is the alone unoriginated birthright of man and belongs to him by force of his humanity. I had to deny knowledge in order to make room for faith. By a lie, a man annihilates his dignity as a man. Act that your principle of action might safely be made a law for the whole world. Patience is the strength of the weak. Impatience is the weakness of the strong. Live your life as though your every act were to become a universal law. Nothing is divine but what is agreeable to reason. Ingratitude is the essence of vileness. It is beyond a doubt that all our knowledge begins with experience. The human heart refuses to believe in a universe without a purpose. Metaphysics is a dark ocean without shores or lighthouse, strewn with many a philosophic wreck. Look closely, the beautiful may be small. To be is to do. Rules for happiness, something to do, someone to love, something to hope for. Always treat people as ends in themselves, never as means to an end. The greatest human quest is to know what one must do in order to become a human being. The busier we are, the more acutely we feel that we live, the more conscious we are of life. Dare to think. Notion without intuition is empty. Intuition without notion is blind. Seek not the favor of the multitude. It is seldom got by honest and lawful means, but seek the testimony of few, and number not voices, but weigh them. Independence is my happiness, and I view things as they are, without regard to place or person. My country is the world, and my religion is to do good. A good will is good, not because of what it affects or accomplishes, but because of its volition alone. Morality is not the doctrine of how we may make ourselves happy, but how we may make ourselves worthy of happiness. The only objects of practical reason are therefore those of good and evil. For peace to reign on earth, Humans must evolve into new beings who have learned to see the whole first. I am an investigator by inclination. I feel a great thirst for knowledge. The more a man can do, the more he can be. Genius is the ability to independently arrive at and understand concepts that would normally have to be taught by another person. The wise man can change his mind. The stubborn one, never. Act in such a way that you treat humanity, whether in your own person or in the person of any other, never merely as a means to an end, but always at the same time as an end. It is not sufficient to do things the right way. What you do must also be right. Every action must have its motive in some universal principle.